Alright guys, today we're going to be going over how to program a panel from start to finish in regards to the trim, and this is a small to medium size system. You can see from the zone list we have 7 zones and a wireless zone in the loft door. We had a damaged wire, we had to make it RF, and then we have a 2-wire smoke fire zone. Alright, so you get into programming by hitting *8, 5, 5, 5, 5. And at that point we are in program labels. Once you're in here, you can scroll around to the different sections. For right now, program labels is where we want to go. Once we're inside this subsection, there's more places to scroll around, so don't get confused. 000 isn't always the same thing because you can be inside of submenus. In this case, let's go back out. This is our very first section of program labels. We're going to hit * to go into it. We'll scroll over to zone labels. We'll hit * to go into that, and we'll go ahead and start programming Zone 1's label, which is going to be foyer motion as we see from our zone list. So we'll hit * to get into it, and at this point we have Zone 1 is the current label. And I can hit * to get into word entry mode, and I have some different options once I'm in here, but we want to go word entry mode, and we want to add foyer, which I know is 079, and that will add the foyer word when I hit *. And you see the 1 still up top there. I just go over and I zero it out to kind of get rid of that. And then I place my cursor where my next word will start, and I'll hit *, and then I'll put in motion, which is 1, 2, 5, *. So now Zone 1 is done, foyer motion, and I'll hit pound to come back out, and we'll scroll over to Zone 2, which is going to be den glass detector. So we'll go ahead and hit * 0, 4. To get into word entry, 048, den, we'll zero out this, we'll start our next word right here, which will be glass, and that's going to be 086, and last but not least, detector, which I believe is 051, and I messed up here, I got the wrong 3-digit number. You can always scroll over to the correct one, which is detector in this case. And now we see den glass detector, and now Zone 2 is done. We can hit pound to get back out, and we'll scroll over to Zone 3, which is front door, and 08, I'm sorry, * to get in there, 081, *, zero it out to 3, we hit * 053, and there's front door. Pound to get back out, go over to Zone 4, * to get in, * to choose where the word's going to start, * to choose word entry, and this is going to be garage door. Okay, we'll scroll over where the next word starts, * 053, and there's garage door. All right, Zone 5, that's going to be kitchen door. All right, we hit * where we're going to start a word, * in there, and then kitchen will be 104. Okay, we'll scroll over where we want to add door, 053. All right, so there's kitchen door. Pound comes back out. Scroll over to Zone 6. We got basement door. We get * 019, basement. I'm going to start my word right there. Hit * to enter the word, 053. There's basement door. Okay, and we have, and I'm sorry, this is supposed to be basement window 1. So we'll go ahead and just start over here at door again, and I can go ahead and hit * and just put in the correct, which will be 192. And now that's basement window, and I want to label this basement window 1. So to add the numbers, there's 2 ways of doing it. You can hit * to get back into word entry, and I believe it's like 196. Or in this case, you can hit the 1 button multiple times to get to 1, which is what I'm going to do. And there's basement window 1. All right, Zone 7 is basement window 2. So we'll go in here. And I'm going to show you the different way of doing it this time. I'm not going to press the 2 button 4 times. I'll go to word entry this time. And like I said, it's in the 196. There you go. And that's the number 2. And that's the multiple ways of putting the number in. Just be aware if you're trying to put the number 0 in, you have to do it through word entry. You can't do it by hitting the 0 key because the 0 key just blanks out that current character. Okay, so Zone 7 is done, and we're going to hold off on Zone 9 right now just because we're going to learn that in with a wireless contact. So we'll go through that in a second. Let's go ahead and get out of program labels. So we hit pound. There's zone labels. There's program labels. And now we're back out to the start of the system where you're not in program anymore. So let's go ahead and get back into programming. Star 8, 1, 2, or 5, 5, 5, 5. And this is the very beginning of it. So there's a couple things I'd like to do. By default, we want to turn on the keypad sounder on this keypad, which is under section 18. We can scroll over to 18, or we can hit 0, 1, 8, which is option 6. Let me go back out so you see what that was. It's system option 6, but it's under section 18. Just be aware, it can be a little bit confusing like that. So let's go ahead and scroll in, and we want to go over to section 5. And keypad buzzer, this is an N by default, so you'd hit star to make it into a yes. We want that to be yes, no matter what. We want these keypads to buzz when they go into an alarm instead of doing nothing, which is what they do. And so if your siren's not working, you don't have no clue that your siren's going off or your system's in alarm, which is not good. All right, so we'll go ahead and get back out of there. 18's fine. So we do have a 2-wire smoke in the system. You see fire zone is a 2-wire smoke. We need to go to section 009 and turn on 104 for PGM2. These 2-wire smokes wire into PGM2 on this particular panel. So we'll go ahead and go over to 009, and that's PGM definitions. And we can scroll over to PGM2, start again to it, and we don't want it to be fire and burn. We want it to be 104 2-wire smoke. So just be aware that's where you would change it. Let me go ahead and go back out here. I actually don't have a 2-wire smoke in here, so I'm going to go ahead and change it back to default. All right, so that's it on the 2-wire smoke part of it. And last but not least, we need to set up some zone definitions and learn in your wireless contacts. So let's go ahead and go to star 8, 5, 5, 5, 5, and we want to scroll over to zone definitions, which is section 001. And this goes through pretty quick. So zone 1 is going to be a motion detector. We know that's going to be a 005. If it was something different, you can kind of scroll over and select it, or you can always kind of type in a 3-digit number. So zone 1 is interior stay away. That's correct for motion. Let's hit star. It just goes right to the next zone when I hit star. So den glass protector, we usually do those as a instant perimeter, which is zone type 3. And then we'll hit star, which is zone 3, which is front door. We want that to be a delay. Delay 1, because that's the shorter delay. We don't want a delay 2. Delay 2 is going to be for overhead garage doors, like the large roll-up doors. Delay 1 is what we want for this particular zone. Zone 4, garage door. We want that to be delay 1 again. Zone 5 is going to be kitchen door. We want that to be instant. It's not interior door. It's a perimeter, which is instant. Perimeter, which is 003. We'll go ahead and hit star. Zone 6 is a base and window. We want that to be instant. Zone 7 is a window. We want that to be perimeter, instant. Zone 8 is not used, so we can go ahead and just scroll over to 000, which means null, which is not is used. And zone 9, we can set this up right now if we want to, or we can do it when we do the actual RF learn-in. So we'll keep this as a, we'll go ahead and set it up right now. Why not? So this is going to be the loft door. We'll go ahead and get that done. All right, so now we're done with doing our hardwired zones. I'm going to jump over to wireless programming. It's section 804. So some people feel better getting all the way out if they don't know where they are in programming. In this case, we know where we are. I'm going to go and hit pound, and I'm going to hit pound. And this, when I see zone definitions, I know if I hit pound one more time, I would get out of programming because I'm familiar with where I am. But at this point, I'm going to go ahead and hit 804. This is where we do wireless programming. And it's telling us to enroll the device. We gotta hit star one more time to enroll the actual device. We can also scroll over to the left right here in the 990 and see what's learned in the actual panel. And there's nothing learned in apparently in this panel. All right, that was interesting. Let's go ahead and jump back into this crazy guy. All right. Let's see. All right, so now it's acting normal. And so we did have something in zone 9 because we previously had this rolled in. I want to get rid of this guy. So that showed me where it is. I'm going to scroll over to delete zones, 901. So I want to get rid of 9 so we can learn it correctly. So this is how you delete the zones. You scroll over and you find delete zones, and you know it's under zone 9. And we'll hit start to delete that because we want to learn it in. All right, so now we're cleared out on that. Let's go ahead and let's get back out. So this is our wireless programming 804. And we get star 85555 804. Enrolled device. All right, so now it's ready for us enrolled device. So this is your wireless contact right here. And all you got to do, there's a little button right there, if you see it. And if you turn it around, there's going to be a LED that will kind of show up when you press it for a couple seconds, about 3 seconds. And there's a yellow LED. And we should see it confirm into the panel. All right, so that's our ID. We'll hit star. And it's like, what zone do you like to use for this? This is where you can select a different zone. Zone 9 is fine in this particular instance for loft door. And then it wants to know zone definition. In this case, it is an instant perimeter door. So we'll go ahead and hit star. And it wants a partition. So this is a little bit weird. They don't want you to hit star to confirm. They want you to hit pound to back out. If you actually hit star, it will toggle this. So just be aware. It's one of those weird things where star is always usually good, but in this case, it's not. So partition 1, yes, that's correct. You're going to hit pound. And then this is where they let us do the program label from inside a wireless program. So it's kind of nice so you don't have to jump back over to your main 000 program label section to label this. So this is going to be loft door. Loft is not part of the name, the predefined words inside this system. So I want to show you how you can make the loft door have the correct spelling and also the correct casing as far as for the uppercase L and the lowercase o. So if you were to, I don't know where L is, but not on that button. So let's go back and zero this out. So L is right here. So if I wanted to go here and put an O in, you'll see that it all is going to come in caps. We don't want that. We want it to be consistent. So at this point, I can hit star. I can scroll over to change case and select lowercase now. And now I can go ahead and put an A in. And we want an O actually. So okay, loft. Apparently I'm not very good at where these letters are. And then T. All right, a little pain in the ass, but it'll get you going. All right, and then this is door. At this point, we can hit star, go back to word entry, and do our 053 to add door. And there's your loft door labeled correctly. So if you were just pressing the buttons multiple times to put every letter in, unfortunately, loft will come out as capital L, capital O, capital F, capital T. For that reason, we want to make sure we get the case correct. A little bit pain in the butt, but makes it easier so that it matches all the words and everything is consistent. And that's it for programming. So we've programmed all the zones. We've done the definitions for the zones. We've learned into wireless contact. We've seen how to put in a custom word. You should be good to go. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. Thank you very much.